Okay.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes. Is that you?
It is indeed.
Good evening. Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
I have such a fascination with the Jack the Ripper case. There's two cases that I really read a lot, well, not that I really like reading about, but that I've read a lot about, and that's probably the Jack the Ripper case and the Black Dahlia case. Anyway, let's talk about the victims.
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stout fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
Were there any witnesses?
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Testimony, yes.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Describe the shots.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
I feel like that chin strap must be really, really annoying. Like, I've tried a hat on like that before, and I feel like it would just irritate me. Fireworks. Katy Perry sang a song about them.
What were the fireworks in honour of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course.
Details in Half Moon.
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Mr. Turner's window, tell me more.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
I mean, I'm not even sure
Constable,
how we worked that one
your
out as we haven't
statements
looked
have
around
been
yet,
of
but
great
okay.
value to me.
Let's examine Brian first. Okay, the head.
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Hand. Oh, my voice went really high-pitched.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
I think applying pressure to the wind would probably help. I don't know. I should probably learn first aid.
The bullet penetrated his stomach. A dreadful wound.
It is indeed.
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there.
Okay, so we've examined him, and we'll investigate Kenneth. Oh, we can use tea. Plates, stuck object, piece of wood.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
I like how we're not even looking at the dead body first. We're like, oh, it's a piece of wood. It is indeed a piece of wood. I can confirm that's a piece of wood. I've examined it. There's not much else I can tell about it.
This shard of wood is quite new.
Apparently there was. We've took it now. Okay, we'll examine the head. So he's got a bullet wound to the head.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
Let's check his hand. Well, nothing on his hands, but let's check his left pocket. He's got a key.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
Okay, we've examined him. These are, I think, just little objects lying around. Then we can speak to this guy. Oh, so
Good
he was
evening,
the
Mr.
witness.
Turner.
I heard Constable Varro reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Tell me your testimony.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Was there anyone else happened to be around?
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
So there was 2 distinctive shots.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
Okay. After the escape.
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
Okay, if you heard me like do a really sharp gasp when I first started talking to this guy, I know I said start it. When I first started talking to this guy, it was because I remembered I forgot to examine the police officer like this. Okay. Oh, downstairs neighbour's dogs are barking again. Apologies if you can hear it. Requires support, weak leg, limping. Missing buttons, poor life. Middle class, balaclava, Crimean War veteran. So I feel like he would know gunshots
You
then.
have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
I want to check out this policeman. Oops.
It would be my
Oh,
pleasure to
I guess I
assist
never
you
got
with
the
your
option to check
investigation,
him
Mr.
out.
Holmes.
Yeah, because, you know, policemen are never suspect, you know? Hey, you.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he alright?
Oh yeah, I need to do something about that, don't I? Okay, so far we have... Mr. Turner stated that he remained near his window until Leighton was caught by the police, who came from the direction of Whitechapel High Street. Constable Marrow paid attention to Mr. Turner's window while he was running past the dead bodies. He did not observe anyone next to the window, it was dark there. Which is a bit of a conflicting report. Yes, Mr. Turner stated he remained at the window of his flat, however this is in conflict with Marrow's statement as the constable did not see anyone at the window. So we need to search Turner's flat. Is there anything else we could have made a deduction of? Clues. Different shots and 2 victims. Which are not linked. Okay. Fair enough. Righty-ho. I guess we need to see your flat, Mr. Turner.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime, is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
Well, that contradicts with what else I've been told.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Okay, so we've noticed his
Mr.
limb.
Turner appears to live very modestly.
He's got a fireplace.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
The wood, okay. The wood have came from here. Burnt paper. That's a bit nosy of us.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here.
Yeah,
These words are illegible.
there's no way I could read whatever's there.
The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
It was a nice thought that maybe the wood came from here. Okay. The bedroom. It's got a bed.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Bookshelves. Is there anything interesting on them?
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
It's got a walking stick. With a missing bit of wood.
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
That seems like an impractical design for a walking stick then, if it can get caught between the cobblestones and break like that. Okay, we won't question him on it just yet, we want to look out the window.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler.
I mean, we can see people clearly.
Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
Okay, I think we may need to question him. Kitchen table, kitchen
This
knife.
kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Kitchen table, sweepings. Shredded paper.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. His kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
What are you hiding, Mr. Turner? Determine the correct sequence of events based on details you have gathered. So I would imagine he opened the window. No. He didn't open the window first. Because he would have came out from bed. I would think. Got up from bed. Then he would have looked out the window. Probably approached the body. And then maybe cut papers with knife. Threw something into fire. And placed the broken stick. That doesn't seem right. I'm not sure when he would have placed the stick down, to be honest. Okay. I'll fast forward it. So he would have looked out. So we got that right. Then he would have went down and looked. Maybe he would have... Oh, because the stick would have been broken, so he might have placed it as soon as he got in. Oh, no. Unless I did get it right.
No, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen this way. Okay. Well, apologies then. I would say then maybe like you would have placed the stick when you got in. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. And we'll just skip it forward, see if this is right. I think I may be doing it in the wrong order.
So Mr.
correct?
Turner
Yes.
used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Books. Fat prints.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
Moby Dick.
Well now, what a find! A precious jewel, concealed inside a book.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design, a distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
So he most likely nicked this. And then made a hiding place for it. And Moby Dick. Let's question him on it. Walking to window. Tell me more.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
You have a limp, Mr. Turner. I hate to point it out, but you do.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Time can pull tricks on you.
I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, sir.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Well, we know that you were not sincere because of Turner's country. No. God damn it. I mean, come on.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said
I
were
mean,
most
that was a valid
sincere.
answer as well. I'm maintaining that, but we know you weren't sincere because of the antique bracelet.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Okay, so we need to inquire into the bracelet. Right, well I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up this part here because there's a lot of dogs barking both in my downstairs neighbours. Downstairs? Oh, downstairs neighbours' apartment. Why did I say apartment? We don't even say apartment here. Americans, look what you're doing to me. Downstairs neighbour's house and in my house. So I shall wrap up this part here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having an amazing day and I love you all. Bye.